Oh my goodness, can a guy just like watch some college football and hang out with his kids? Oh man, it just seems like there's so much dang news coming out today. You got the Warren Buffett stuff, now all of a sudden Elon Musk selling Tesla stock, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So, all right, 3 core things I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about Elon and his history of tweeting about Tesla stock and those sorts of things, okay? As somebody who's been in this company for several years now, I've been through a lot when it comes to Elon and his tweets, okay? Talk about that. We're going to talk about Kimball Musk and the selling out of some shares this past week and what I think is going to happen there, okay? Which I don't think anybody's even talking about yet. And the last thing we'll talk about is if I'm going to sell Tesla stock because of this, if I think Tesla stock is going to crash because of this, and those sorts of things, okay? So all I ask in return is that you guys smash that like button for me for posting another weekend video. I don't usually post too many weekend videos, but I don't need to show you guys the tweets. I think everybody's seen what's going on in Elon Musk's Twitter page, right? And he put out the tweet that he's might sell 10% of his Tesla stake very soon if the poll goes a certain way. And essentially, the poll looks like it's probably going to close at yes to sell 10% of his Tesla shares. How all that plays out, when it plays out, like does he absolutely go through with it? Does he sell like this week, next month, over a course period of time in one big block trade? Is it kind of a closed behind closed doors type deal, right? Which is more than likely it would happen if it was a big block trade like that. So, I mean, there's so much there that it is completely unknown, and everybody can speculate this and that and this and that, okay? Now, what Elon Musk, what I've seen him do in regards to Tesla stock many times is Elon Musk usually is the guy that's trying to, it seems like, get Tesla stock down most of the time, okay? So, you know, he did the first famous tweet, the one that really blew up for Elon Musk in terms of Tesla stock price was when, this is I think back in 2018 now, he was considering, well basically he wasn't considering, he said that he was, going to likely take the company public at $420 a share, funding secured, right? Which on a split adjusted basis is an insanely low number now. Like that's ridiculously low compared to where the stock's at now. I think that might have, if they did take the company private back then, I think market cap at that closed deal would be something like $40 billion or $50 billion, something like that. Maybe 60 billion, but I think it probably would have been in the 50s. And so think about this for a minute, right? Today the company is $1 trillion plus, right? And so that was the first time. And there's been other time periods where he's, straight up said sell Tesla stock in the past. There's been time periods when he's tweeted that, Tesla stock price was too high. I don't know if you guys were around for that. That was a 2020 thing. Recently, he seemed like he's trying to get the stock price down a lot recently. And what's happened with Tesla stock very recently? It's going on this massive run, right? And so it seems like he's trying to kill the run any way possible, which is kind of interesting. He basically said about the Hertz deal, oh, they haven't signed the contract yet, and those sorts of things, right? He's also talked about, if the hunger organization or whatever could prove that, $6 billion could solve world hunger, he would sell Tesla stock. And now he's just like straight up saying, considering selling 10% of his Tesla stock and asking people if he should. So, needless to say, if you look at the history over the past 3-4 years in regards to Elon Musk's tweets, it seems like most of the time he's almost trying to get Tesla stock down. Now, sometimes those things do get Tesla stock down in the short term, but it is very, very short-lived. Even the Hertz situation recently, right, where the Hertz deal's announced, Tesla stock shoots up huge on that. Elon Musk comes out and says, whoa, they haven't even signed the deal yet, right? You would think, oh man, that would hurt Tesla stock in a major way. Wait, all of a sudden there's a positive catalyst of Hertz. Maybe it doesn't go through now. They haven't even signed the deal. A lot of shorts and a lot of folks in general are like, ooh, watch out, Tesla stock. I think it's about to tank, right? Look what's happened to Tesla stock since then, okay? So something there. In regards to this latest situation, a lot of folks are, looking at that and being like, this is going to tank the stock. It's going to crash the stock. And we'll come back to that. I'm kind of give you my perspective on that. But needless to say, if you've been following Elon for a while now, it seems like he tries to get the stock price down most of the time, okay? So Now, there's a sketchy situation, very, very sketchy situation involving Elon's brother, Kimball Musk. And, what looks like a bunch of shares were just sold. I think it was over, I want to say $100 million is what's being reported. So that is a large number, and it just happened, I think, within the past week. Now, here's the thing with that. And that's absolutely going to be something that gets the SEC's attention, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Now, whether the SEC launches a formal investigation of this is another question. But there's no doubt at all that this is at least going to make them look and be like, whoa, what happened here? Kimball sells a bunch of shares, and not a small amount either. We're talking 100 mil plus is what's being reported. And then Elon's all of a sudden over here, couple days later, tweeting that he wants to sell Tesla stock. Wait, did Kimball get out in front of this thing because he heard from Elon, right? And so there's no doubt in my mind that the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, is going to look into this. It's just a question of whether they just kind of look at it and just kind of I don't know, or whether they launch a formal investigation into the situation, which could get messy. I mean, those investigations, you never know, where things will turn there, but that could potentially get messy. And so I don't think a lot of people are even talking about that yet. But in my opinion, this is already going to be on the SEC's radar. They'll be looking into this week. Okay, it's just the only question is whether they launch a formal investigation of this situation or not. Okay, and so yeah, that shall be interesting. Now let's go ahead and let's chat for a moment about Tesla stock price. Let's talk about if this is going to tank Tesla stock price. Let's talk about if I'm selling Tesla stock because of Elon Musk potentially selling shares or anything like that. Okay, so first off, in terms of I know there's a lot of folks that are like, oh man, Tesla stock's going to tank on the back of this. I'm just telling you guys, I've seen a lot of these things, and it sometimes causes a one-day downdraft, and then, it's right up. Tesla stock does its own thing. Regardless of what Elon says, positive or negative about this company, it does its own thing, okay? That's just the way the stock has always been. Back in the day, Elon Musk, I don't want to say he tried to get the stock price up, but he would, talk about the future of Tesla and all these big things and all these things they were going to do and stuff that you would think would move the stock price up, right? And how they were going to have certain growth rates. And a lot of him just talking up the stock and how much, this company was going to do in the future, a lot of times it never moved the stock. A lot of times the stock still moved down and investors back then were like, oh my gosh, all this good news, Elon says all this positive stuff, and the stock price moves down? What? Okay. And like I said, I've seen many times Elon say sell Tesla stock. I've seen him say, Tesla stock price is too high, trying to take the company private at an extremely low valuation at that time, right? And so you've seen all these things play out. What does it really add up to at the end? Nothing. They meant nothing. They meant something maybe in the very, very short term, and then boom, the stock price was right up. Tesla's been going on a run. Is this the run killer? Probably not, but maybe it is. Okay, you never really know how these situations play out, but at the end of the day, if Tesla stock's going to go down or up, it's going to make its own moves. Elon does not dictate that stock price at all, okay? He matters a lot to the fundamentals of the company, but in terms of the short-term stock price over a 3, 6, 12-month span, doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. I've watched that stock. It's its own beast. I've watched that stock go up in a down market. I watch that stock go down in an up market, okay? That thing does its own thing. Tesla stock is its own animal, and if that stock goes down, I can tell you it's not going to be in terms of several weeks. It's not going to be because Elon Musk tweet. It's not going to be because he says something positive about the company if it goes up. It runs its own race. It does its own thing. You have gamma squeezes in that stock. It's a crazy stock, and it does its own thing, okay? As far as me, am I going to sell Tesla stock because of this? No. I've considered selling some Tesla in January of 2022 if the stock continued to run. And so if it doesn't continue to run and it goes down, I'm likely not going to sell any shares. If, on the flip side, it keeps going up a bunch, let's say it has a 1 or 2 day dip, and then boom, it just resumes this upward trajectory, which I wouldn't be surprised at all about because I've seen this, this just continue to happen in Tesla. That would make me consider selling stock, but not because Elon Musk might sell some shares here and there. Because at the end of the day, you got to understand, almost every CEO is selling shares of their stock almost constantly, especially if they have big positions. Like Jeff Bezos sold out of a lot of shares of his stock over time. Steve Jobs famously held a very, very small amount of Apple shares when he came back to Apple. And look what happened to Apple. It went from a company that was almost bankrupt to the biggest company in the world, right? Yeah, so needless to say, I never try to dictate, if a stock price is going to go, like my individual move, like if I'm going to buy a stock, sell a stock, I never make that move based upon whether a CEO sells or buys that stock or something like that. So that's just kind of some more food for thought there. And at the end of the day, in regards to everybody watching this video, I don't think you should be making your move based upon Elon Musk buying or selling the stock, whether he does that or does not do that. At the end of the day, run your own race. If you think that the stock's massively overvalued and you have better places to put the money, respect. Go put the money in other stocks and better stocks that you think are going to outperform. If you think Tesla's still going to continue to be a B stock over the next 5+ years and you feel comfortable holding the position, respect, hold the position, okay? Each person is different, and I don't think any of us should make a move based upon whether Elon is buying the stock or selling the stock. If Elon came out tomorrow and said he's buying $10 billion worth Tesla, like that doesn't change my personal opinion. I value this stock a certain way. I think it should be valued at certain numbers, which I've covered on the channel many times extensively over the years and specifically very recently. And so, yeah, that's that. And that's my 2 cents on this whole Elon Musk selling Tesla stock situation. So hope you guys enjoy this as always. I recorded you a weekend video. Smash that thumbs up. That's all I ask. And I got a bowl. My bowl is very hungry. The Hungry Bowl. Did you download it yet? iOS, Android. I've got a big update coming as soon as Apple approves it. I think it's coming either tomorrow night or the following night. So excited about that. But anyways, guys, much love as always. Also, we got a big Black Friday sale coming on the private stock group soon. So if you want to get notified when that deal drops, check out, pin, comment down there. Much love. Peace.